I want to walk you through something called the OWASP Top 10. This is the OWASP Top 10 list. I'm going to leave it to you to go back and see what OWASP stands for and all the things they're doing. But I want you to be aware of this OWASP Top 10 Application Security Risk in 2017. This list is updated every 3 or 4 years. They go out and do public comment. And it talks about the typical top 10 security risks. So we have SQL injection here, broken authentication, sensitive data exposure, broken access control, security misconfiguration, cross-site scripting, and you can read the list. What's interesting, by the way, is if you followed me on the OPM paper, this control was really badly managed, right? So let's look at this and see what they offer, if it comes up soon. So what OWASP gives you is it says, here is a problem. Here is a security risk, top 10. And then it sets up all this great information for you. It tells you the threat agents, the attack vectors, tells you the security weaknesses, it tells you the impacts. It says, how do you know if this application is vulnerable? Gives you the symptoms, how to prevent it. It gives you example attack scenarios, and it gives you a list of references. This is great information. Now, because this is a summer class and we only have 10 weeks, you're getting off the hook in one respect. When I've taught this class previously, I've had as an assignment that you pick one of the OWASP Top 10 and you tell me in terms that are easily understood and not technical terms what the problem is. Why is this a problem? How can you prevent it? And what are the benefits? And instead, we're going to do that as a discussion. So please take discussion seriously. In previous times I've taught this, I've had people write papers on it, students write papers, and then when I taught, for instance, a class of 100 at University of Houston, 10 people came up and gave presentations on that. And it was very enlightening because of a couple things. One is you need to be able to communicate on a non-technical basis. When you're out in the world, you'll be talking to people who may not have your computer science or background or anything. Oh, well, that's clever. I just went back to where I was. So you need to be able to communicate that. You also need to be aware of all these great resources that are out there. We've done the SANS paper now. Now we're doing the OWASP Top 10. Security risk, and how this fits in. So let's just take injection, because that's one we always talk about. SQL injection. It used to be you could put in a SQL call for login, let's say, and actually go in and get all the login names. That one's pretty much been taken care of. But again, look what it does. Threat agents, attack vectors, the security weaknesses, the impacts. Okay, what did I tell you I made people do? Tell me what it is, tell me how you're going to fix it, and tell me how that's going to benefit me. Okay, so the business impacts depends on the need of the application of data. It can result in data loss, corruption, disclosure to unauthorized parties. Well, okay, tell me what that means. I need to tie this to a technical problem. I'm your manager in the real world. How am I going to give you a budget to take care of this? Is your application vulnerable? Well, user supplied data is not validated, filtered, or sanitized. These are all the symptoms. Subject is vulnerable attack when you've done one of these bad things. How to prevent it? Here's how you prevent it. Here's some scenarios of how this could be done. And oh, by the way, you want to go through references? Here's references for you. Let's do one more. Let's see. I wish somebody could give me 1 to 2, but let's do, well, actually I like Crosssite scripting and I like broken access control. Which one? Same thing. Exploitation of access control is a core skill of attackers. You've heard me say this. It all comes down to access control. Okay? Access control weaknesses are common due to a lack of automated detection. Lack of this. The technical impact is attackers acting as user as an administrator. How do you know you're vulnerable? Here's the symptoms. How are you going to prevent it? Here's how you're going to prevent it. Here's your attack scenarios. This is great stuff. It's so good. I'm going to go on and do cross-site scripting. Now, as I said, these are updated every couple of years. I think between 2013 was the last time, 2017, I think 80% of them were the same. Probably pretty much close to 100% because some of them were just kind of renamed. You know, as our technology evolves and as we get more technology, your basic way of screwing it up remains the same. You know, you have buffer overflows, you have this or that. Oops, I just hit the keyboard. Okay, so again, we're talking about cross-site scripting. Here's how the threat agents and attack vectors work. Here's your security weakness. Here's your impact. Here's how you prevent it. Look at this. You have all this great information here that's going to help me do my job. Okay? So it's a cheat sheet. It's going to tell me all of this. It's going to give me the rules. This is just great stuff, free stuff. It's going to give me the attack scenarios. It's going to give me all this information. So here's the deal. I just told you something that's going to be on your final, and it's up to you if you want to share it with your classmates or have a little extra since you're listening to a video. Since I'm watching who's watching them, I can monitor that both through eCampus and YouTube videos. But here it is, insufficient logging and monitoring. Ding, 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 ding. A big problem on the OPM APT attack. Any questions? What are you going to do? You're going to email me with questions. Thank you for your time.